Why does the game sound immediately cut out? It's very awkward. Just gonna quickly check if everything was alright. Microphone being in the correct place and that sort of shit. Alright then, let's get back to it. So, I learned yesterday that some complete idiot who will not be named forgot to set their OBS back to 60 FPS, so we recorded last set on 30 FPS only. It's a bit unfortunate. That's what I get for not having a big man PC and streaming Hunt Showdown occasionally. What were we doing? Right, we finished the Horse Mate last time. Kinda wanna... I think there's some stuff I wanna finish, or at least progress a little bit on... Nope, not rest, never mind. On the main path before we hop into the thing where we turn in the bell. But I think that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming. I'm feeling pretty shit. I was about to just not stream at all today. But we'll see. I'll probably just get stuck in and get stuck on something. And then, while being stuck, get stubborn. Stuck burn, as they say. And then just commit to grinding that out. Even though I'm gonna be playing worse and worse. Either way, let's not get into that just yet. So we were hunting rats for the Tengu of Ashina, as he called him yesterday. Called himself. Is there a sneaky path up here maybe somewhere? Probably. Anyway, let's just go for you. So as always, sprinting solves nearly everything in this game. You're so fast that most enemies don't really have much of a chance to hit you. I think we're gonna be doing a small part... Thank you for locking onto the further away branch that you can't reach, than the actual nearby branch that you can reach. Good man, Wolf. I guess it's your life that is falling into the abyss. Don't really need to be here, but, you know, may as well. Oop. Don't you dare detect me. I'm stealth incarnate. Right, I think one of these rats is hanging out right over here somewhere. Like on this little back plateau. Apparently I've upset someone. Borfs. How about we do one of these? I'm having more trouble with lock-on systems recently, I don't know. Like, it felt like the game just locked onto the wrong wolf, or wrong dog. Maybe I've just gotten worse at using them. Oh well. Ceramic shard. I just picked that up as well. Nice. And then back up here is the mate we're after, possibly. There he is on the other side of the tree. Oh, we can also listen in to that guy. Let's do some eavesdropping.
やはり重いようじゃ。たとえ源一郎がおれど、芦名の国長くはなさそうだの。してもう一つの任は城の蛇谷の側が黒笠で騒がしいようじゃ。ならば次はそちらよ。だが最新にな、黒笠の無事な生中にはやれぬぞ。
Black Hat Badger, eh? Certainly a name. Badger, so you're the badger. Anyway, this guy. This duo, I don't think we can really assassinate one of them, but we can try. Maybe we can jump stab one from the wall here. Oop, I didn't mean to run all the way over, my bad. Now we have to go all the way back around. Whoops. Not quite, on. Wolf is pretty agile, you can kinda just get anywhere. Oh fuck it, can we... I thought maybe with some... Oh, wow, he's just tanking it with his head. I thought with some hard speed we could maybe just run in and quickly get that done. Oh right, you're shooting at me with some bullshit. Or throwing some shit rather. Fuck's sake. Oh, I am empty on healing. Might be a bit of an issue. Maybe we should quickly go and reset. Instead of committing and dying. How do I deal with these guys? Oh, that was a grab. That was active for roughly a year and a half. Very good. Guess we died. Okay, you reset at the speed of absolutely nothing, so let's quickly go and run back out here. Okay, let's quickly go back to the bonfire and not lose our stuff right now. Not sure if we do have anything. We definitely didn't have enough to buy the good stuff at the merchant, but don't need to die if we don't, or if we can avoid it. Having the suck everything up button be also one that interacts with things is kind of awkward. Don't remember that happening very much to me in the past, but second time now that I've tried to just suck something up and went down a ledge or something. Now we're down to 1v1ing them. I can maybe deal with. Not sure what the best way to these guys. Just step out of your stupid poison, please. I'm struggling to identify when they're actually attacking because they're fucking tiny stature. He cancelled his attack to do a block down, so it's weird. That must be a good way of dealing with these guys. We can get an item soon that will help us. Ow. God damn it. Yeah, this is pretty irritating. Not sure what to do. You also just block those. And then you just poise through that. Wow, the range. Alright, done. How about those? I mean, this feels a little bit awkward, but I guess it technically works. Keep doing it. You only have to kill these fuckers once, so they can just get this done. That'll be it. Some Blake gunpowder for our trouble. Hard worth. Back down we go. Do a little rest. So if I recall correctly, there's something not very nice on the end of that path. We saw the gate already being hammered by something. I don't want to deal with that right now. I think we're gonna go over here and talk to the Tengu mate that we met last time, because now we've killed the rat. So he should give us something to help us out. If I understand things correctly anyway. Hello, sir.
Oh, ネズミを買ったようじゃな。
Sure did.
やはりお主には人斬りの才がある。よし、褒美じゃ。取っておけ。
Get the Ashina esoteric text. A compendium of Ashina sword style. Of the Ashina sword style allows one to learn Ashina style skills. The text reads like a history of Ishin Ashina's battles. When young, Ishin fought desperately time and time again, polishing his technique in the blood of his enemies. He consolidated his learnings under the Ashina style name for the sake of his clan's dominance.
これは芦名流じゃ。流派というても堅苦しい決まり事などない。ただ戦に勝つ。 その一時を市場とする剣よ。
Sounds very
ネ
refined.
ズミ狩りに何よりお主の戦に役立てるがいい。
Weird that this old man in a tango mask would have the basically detailed history of Ishi Nishina as a text to just pass on.
足名流流派というても堅苦しはだネズミ。
Nothing else to say apparently.
さあ、ババが
Also have nothing new to say. Very fun. I'm still not super happy with the audio balance. It feels very loud to me, but last time you guys said this was basically alright. I'm just gonna trust that for now. We have 300 bucks. I think we needed 1,000 for something here. Oh, we can buy the anti-dragon rod thing. Sure, may as well buy it while we're here. I guess we invest into some non-losable money. Because we'll be doing a lot of dying in the near future. We already did some dying and we've only just started. Right, so now we'll go back and use that bell the old lady gave us on the friendly-faced Buddha. Which will unlock a new area for us. I guess this is always the fastest way back. Do we have a gourd seed? I don't think so. Oh yeah, we could have bought one for 1,000 bucks.
お主と九郎様の幻を見た。
幻。
ああ、九郎様は今はどこにいる？
アシナの城。その天守近くで囚われとなっておいでです。ですが、城の門は閉じられています。
そうか。
狼殿、よく参られました。調べんぶお願い。では。
Nothing new from you.
目をつぶり、鈴の声を聞いてやるといい。その鈴の音が呼び覚ますじゃろう。眠っちまってるお前さんの古い記憶を。
3 years ago, we woke up on some random cliff in the rain. Very normal. Hello, Sculptor's Idol. So we'd already talked to that one guy who was a thief turned merchant, who said, hey, we already met once at the Hirata estate. We raided that shit, me and me pals. And we were like, fuck, can't remember. Now I remember. Bit of an odd bit of, like, convoluted timey-wimey shit happening here, because we will actually find stuff in here that we do get to keep in the actual world, even though this is effectively a memory. But, hey, let's not think too hard about it. Anything at the end of this? No. Feast full of earth, some guy.
お主、フクロウのせがれか。
What year is it? No.
何があった？
賊どもが平田屋敷に巫女様を急ぐのじゃ。
今は幾年だ？
何をおかしな。
教えてくれ。
流泉詣での年であろう。
Ah, yes, of course. Oh, we shouldn't have asked what year it is. We killed the guy.
戦モーデ3年前か。どういうことだ。武士殿は古い記憶と言った。何も覚えてはおらぬが、これは過去ということか。
I don't remember him having this, like, internal monologue thing. Huh. Interesting. Must have completely removed that from brain. Anyway, we go and shank ourselves some tweed. You're too slow, or something. I think these guys we can just attacking and they'll break. Yep. Not very tall skill, but as always, any torch fuckers are potentially very dangerous. Anyone sitting in ambush? Like a very ambushy sort of place. We get some dousing powder, a medicine for treating burns. Heals the burn status abnormality and for time decreases burn buildup. Increases burn resistance and reduces damage from incoming burn attacks. When fire is used on the battlefield, dousing powder is crucial for survival. Not sure about crucial, but it does occasionally help. We'll just try to not be set on fire in the first place. Right, so we can swim, haha. I think there's an invisible wall here though. Yeah, we can't leave the map. For fairly obvious reasons. Fisk! Gotcha, bitch. You get a treasure carp scale. A sparkling scale from a treasure carp. To the average person, it's just a beautiful scale. But there are some who exalt a certain master who consider these scales among the most precious things in the world. For this reason, collecting them could be worthwhile. It is. We won't be collecting all of them for quite a while, but if we can get some for free, like this one right there, then we'll partake. It's another some tweed hanging out. Hello, my guy. Would you like to be stabbed? Take that as a yes. He's immediately... Oh, even die. I was gonna say they immediately stagger, I think, from shurikens, but nope, turns out they just heal over right away. Poor dwarfs. Ibu possession balloon. Sure. I think over here, on the shore. Hidden away. Does not look like it. Looks like we've upset some underwater fish. Also, waterfalls, noisy as always. Hi, dog. Welcome aboard. Bonk. Treasure carp scale. We can do a little dolphin hop out of the water, which is quite impressive, but doesn't really do much. Also hide in the reeds here, it seems. Because it gave us the little stealth vignette.
Moshi.
Maybe, just maybe, you say, talking pot?
お主、恋の鱗を知らんかい。キラキラ光る宝鯉の鱗。それを持てば存分に褒美を取らそうぞ。
You can purchase items with these treasure carp scales here. We can either buy some divine grass, we can buy some withered red gourd, a cured withered red gourd filled with medicinal water. The gourd's medicine refills upon rest, reduces burn buildup and slightly increases burn resistance. It cannot heal the burn status abnormality, however. You can also eventually buy the right mask fragment and a floating passage text, which gives us the combat art floating passage. Should we buy the anti-burn thing? Fuck it, sure, let's buy it.
良き心がけ褒めてとらす。
You are welcome, weird hand on the
また
pot.
鱗持っておいでや。
Can't make any promises about that. Right, so with that we can slap this onto our quick items. We can use that to deal with burn a single fucking time. Better than nothing, I guess. Right, current purse. I think that's it for this water.
もし
Nope, I already gave you my treasure carp scale, sorry mate. That's all we get for now. Right, so can we go up on the other side maybe? Somewhere we can ambush this guy? Guess not. Shut the fuck up, no one else is here. See all these progression indicators, definitely no one else here. We get some oil, plain oil jars. When the jars break, the oil covers everything nearby. Oh, we can change who we lock onto during the pause. That's interesting. I didn't notice that before. Enemies doused in oil are easily set alight, causing them to take additional vitality damage from fire attacks and making them more vulnerable to the burn status abnormality. Dwarf, be gone! Oi, shut it. Nice armor you have there, Mr. Thief Bandit, Saruman guy. Right, we've cleared that bit of the shore already, so let's get up here. Have a bonfire. Very fine. Oops. I fall. I do that sometimes. Didn't get far enough. Never mind. Oh, I thought if I was... I thought jumping was a bad idea there. Oops, because the jump I thought was gonna push me too far forward, so I should land upon him, but turns out I needed to jump to get far enough in the first place. Sometimes it feels kind of weird, like you basically just fall flat to the ground once you walk off of something. Like you don't maintain much of your forward momentum. Either way, we can just reset this. Hydrate shall do. Fathom Rumpus. And hello, hello, of course. Welcome in. Hope you're interested in seeing my dumbass struggle with difficult game over and over, because we'll be dying a lot soon. So far we're doing the exploration easy part, but there's gonna be some very mean nasties coming up that I'll be struggling a little bit with. On the plus side for this part at least, you get to really take advantage of all the like environmental bits. How's the audio, by the way? Again, I've said this earlier as well, but it feels like it's a little bit loud for me. But last time you guys were like, this is fine. So I don't know if this is too loud. I can absolutely adjust it, no problem. Bitte, bitte. Alright, thank you. And I was not very aware of what was going on. Here's how that goes. The section reminds me a lot of Neo, just these not very well dressed pirate bandit types, and a lot of them in this sort of town. Obviously the movement options are a little bit more intense in this than in Neo, but like the style very heavily reminds me of Neo, so like I instinctively sometimes want to just pull out my bow and shoot one of these guys that would otherwise be annoying. Ow, my bad. Fistful of us. The store is locked, I think. Yep, of course. Could not be a FromSoft game without locked doors everywhere. Very good at parrying. So this whole bit went a bit chaotic. I think we could have done that a little bit more clean and taken out a lot of these guys with stealth, but just by running around like a madman and losing them over and over, you can kind of have the same sort of effect. Sounds like there's a guy here. Yeah, there's definitely a guy here. Sees your looting, mate. Stop humping the wall, please. It's embarrassing. Bit of a maze on ground level, but again, since we can just climb and grappling hook everywhere, it's pretty easy to get an overview every now and then. I think this area has a lot of enemies, if I recall correctly. It's a bit of a bonfire. We heard the merchant talk about that. Some asshole is late. Let's deal with him. Shuriken for the dog, as always. We go. How did that not give me my stealth takedown? That guy was super unaware. Fuck's sake. Don't set me on fire, sir, please. Really? Barely missed on by pixel. Ooh, yeah, you too. Really bad at parrying these guys. Guess you don't really fight them that often. Those X ones are a little bit spooky because they sometimes can just tank one of your hits and attack you while you're otherwise pressuring them, and they do a lot of AoE. Not too bad though all around. Seize your archery. I do not approve. See if we can let these guys on aggro and then we can stab someone. They definitely did not hear that. That was not noisy at all. It's a dead guy, but there was someone to stab. I guess he's been stabbed before. Don't worry, it was just the wind. Random crashing in the night, it's always just the wind. Unless it's me! Haha! Stabbing you from above. You must be incredibly drunk, sir, to not have noticed that. I hear Borf. Hello, Borf. Goodbye, Borf. And here we find the Flame Barrel. An iron barrel that spews fire can be fitted into the shinobi prosthetic to become a prosthetic tool. It is difficult to control the rage-filled red eyes with the power of man alone. However, a fire-based weapon could be a means of resisting them. They are said to fear the fire above all else. And we get some more dowsing powder. So this we can turn into a tool for our prosthetic, and then we can, well, shoot little flames, make beasts mostly, but anything with glowing red eyes counts. Make them afraid. There's a lot of posture damage, sometimes stuns them a bit, so we can get some free hits on. It's very astful. We could have used that against the ogre that we were struggling with, but for that we would have had to jump between areas back and forth a lot, and I don't like doing that very much. I tend to just go for one area at a time, unless I find out that I'm way over my head, at which point I might fuck off and try something else first, but generally speaking I tend to do one area at a time and try to explore it thoroughly. Get some of our spirit emblems back. We used some earlier on the rat mate. Seems to be it for this little section. Unless I'm being blind. Always a possibility. Hello, guy. Someone else is upset. Someone up there. Nothing to worry about him, I'm sure. He's stuck on nothing, I appreciate that. I too get stuck on nothing sometimes. And that's something we can all relate to. Hi, guy.
Oi. お主、確か忍びよな。であれば、お堂の忍びよの奴らを頭蓋を叩き割ってたの。
Shinobi, you say? I will gladly partake in that. Alright, DK and DK Raiders? Yeah, if it was the same guy, that'd be impressive, because he would have died multiple times. This is taking place in the past right now. We're in our memory from 3 years ago. Don't think about the fact that we're taking items into and out of this memory. Don't think about it, please. I haven't mentioned it. You just forgot about that. Alright, Cybert. Alright, Roofert. Alright, Roof Raiders. Raiders. Are you okay there? Okay, let me help you out. managed to position himself in the perfect way to mess with any bit of control I could have had. Yeah, he went back in time to avoid her. That's like quite the feat. Not many people manage that. How did the peasantry go? Did you manage to expand your town by a bunch? You've been up for a while as well. Like, goddamn. Call him no sleep for it from what I know. Oh, we could have listened to these guys, but apparently I accidentally upset them. Get up here. Be Nando's. Oh, I see, yeah, it's lost in my pockets. You ran out of shit, oh no. Isn't that a game basically just about gathering shit and then using it? I can't speak today. They say today, so I don't say that every stream. Yeah, you yell for your friends. Alas, your friends are all dead. Because we've committed murder. And a lot of it as well. This looks like a little temple, maybe we can find an axe inside. Guitar, yeah. Does it seem like it's gonna take you a lot of time of just running around? Shinobi axe of the monkey. Not sure monkeys were known for their axes, but alas. A heavy black iron axe used by shinobi can be fitted into the shinobi prosthetic to become a working prosthetic tool. This boorish axe is used for less for cutting and more for breaking things with its weight. Once the favorite weapon of the shinobi known as the bounding monkey of the sunken valley, it was lost along with his left arm. Well, seems like losing limbs and using prosthetics is a common theme among shinobis. I mean, poop seems like the sort of thing you'd just be producing on the side. And as long as you keep hoarding it, you'll just always have some around. Some sugar. No one was speaking of Naruto, I don't think. Aside from your ass, bringing that up all the time. If you say so. Anything I can grapple onto here? I thought this was a little sneaky side path, some winch, but I must have thought of something else. So you're saying it's a reference to Naruto because it's referencing the guy that's not from Naruto instead of the Naruto guy? I should try to I should stop trying to understand what you're talking about. I see. I mean, monkeys do end up playing a role in this as well, unfortunately. Don't think we've seen this sugar before, so let me read it out. This is Gokan's sugar. Sugar candy made by the shinobi hunters of the Misen temple. Sustaining Gokan's blessing. Reduces posture damage taken for a while. Bite the candy and take the Gokan stance to impart its inhuman benediction. Misen monks are well versed in the art of killing shinobi, an undertaking that demands a body with an unshakable core. So he's just like jumping around and being Nando's? Was he also flinging shit? Did he also have a tail? Or was that apes? Just Nando's and then goodbye cock. Is there more cock around? If so, we must partake. Ow. Yeah, I think most of these sort of stories are at least half rumor. Just kinda become the sort of folk tales passed down from us to us and get changed in the process. Just how it was back in the day. I mean, that seems like not the worst idea if you're strong enough to maintain that. Fair enough. Hyperform drink, get some of that health back. Are we in a new section? Am I? No, this is where we came out of earlier. Never mind, I'm confusing myself. This is normal. Hey, this is our mate we saw earlier, the now merchant, former thief. Can we listen in on you guys, or are you just hanging out? We can eavesdrop.
おう、ここを開けやがれ。こそこそと隠れてんのは分かってんだ。おとなしく投降しないと痛い目見るぞ。聞こえてんのか。ああ。
Probably all dead inside already. Alright, Ard. What, you arrive here without a vile pun? How out of character. Man fucking ambushes me on Discord with some of the Nandos as shit. Alright, Spectre, please. Yeah, wasn't the idea to be, like, stealth man, not known, sneaky, behind enemy lines sort of thing, rather than well-known samurai or whatever? Hello, guy. Wonder if I can show him the note that he himself wrote 20 or 3 years from now. That will make his head explode, I think. Actually, he probably doesn't understand.
よう旦那、あんたも火事場泥棒ですかい？
Look at this creature.
旦那は見たとこ忍びですかね。何か探し物でも？まあ何にせよ、ここはあっしが先に見つけた場所でさ。よそを漁ってください。ああ、そういえばどっかの崖上に三重の塔が見えやしたぜ。あんだけご立派な塔だ。きっと中にはお宝がしまわれてるに違いねえ。あっしならそう思いやすね。
Thanks, bro.
ねえ旦那、よそを漁ってくださいよ。どっかの崖上にきっとあっしな。
Alright then. So normally if we didn't buy the note in the future, he would now be selling us some info on where we could find some shinobi tool that we already got. I don't remember which one specifically, if he points you towards the direction of the flame one or the axe that we just picked up. But since we already have the info, he doesn't offer to sell it to us in the past, which is definitely how time travel works.
どうか動かないでください。傷に触ります。
いや、いか
I must go die. Bye.
族どもの中に忍びなりの僧兵が混ざっている。
There's two actually.
あれは手だれよ。どうしても私が行かねば。
ああ、無理です。この傷ではとても。
More eavesdropping? Nope, actually loot. Or talking. We can talk to people, hello.
お主、若様の忍びじゃな。
ああ、
肝心な時におらぬとんだ役立たずめ。いや、もしやお主賊を手引いたのではあるまいな。さもなくばこの平田屋敷がこうもあっけなく落ちようものか。そうよ、そうに違いないわ。いねえ、裏切り者はいねえ。
Mate, it wasn't me. I'm framed, or being framed rather. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's also a lot of times people just having fun with the, like, with the legends and the myths and the stuff.
誰ですか？
族ではない。
あなたは若様の。あ、よかった。忍び殿、族どもの目的は若様です。あやつらはすでに竹林坂上にいたり、お屋敷に火をかけています。若様の脱出も叶わなかったご様子。お願いです、忍び殿。若様をお救いください。これをあなたに託します。
Antidote powder, thank you.
お役立てを。
承知。
You can always use some of that. Yeah, I think that's also part of the fun for, like, the mates what make it. Not just the anime stuff in general, but especially the ones that pick up on the common myths that we in the West wouldn't be as privy to. Right, so we can go two directions here. We can go here, which is a sneaky little side path, or we can go on the main path. We'll go with the side path for now. I don't think we can open this, but it's not a big deal. I don't remember there being anything super nasty aside from one guy who I always have trouble with, so we'll be struggling a little bit. Unless this is not the path and the path actually comes later. Never mind, this is just a little bit of extra loot. This is a bundled Jizo statue, a small Buddha effigy bound in red cloth, raised in prayer between one's palms to restore a note of resurrective power. To enswathe a Jizo statue is to express feelings of parental love. The bundle of cloth is to at least ensure that the little one goes on in peace. Yeah, this is not the extra path. We can see the other side of the extra path right there, and I think we even see the asshole that I'm worried about. You kind of see his bald head right there in that little hole right ahead. Head ahead. Yeah. To be honest, the, like, half-preserved stuff kind of makes it more interesting as well in some ways. Not that it's necessarily better, but it's like an interesting way of having to piece together the sort of history and what is myth, what is real, and that sort of thing. Like, it allows you to just play with it much more rather than a thoroughly explored history. Yeah, exactly. Right, let's head back to the temple and make ourselves the two tools that we create, or that we can make now. The fire barrel and the axe. The axe itself will be very useful here. Like the description suggested, it is much more for crushing things rather than chopping wood, and... Oh yeah, the barrel, we haven't talked to him yet, my bad. We can now do upgrades. Very good. We first fit the new tools though. Yes, sit back down, Wolf. We get the Loaded Axe, a prosthetic loaded with a heavy shinobi axe, costs spirit emeralds to use. The strength of the loaded axe lies in its heft. One strike can easily turn a wooden shield into splinters or shred an enemy's posture. Yoink, and we get the Flame Vent, a prosthetic tool made from a loaded flame barrel. Deals fire damage to enemies via a short-range blast of fire while also inflicting burn status. It is difficult to control the rage of those with the red eyes, though through the power of man alone. They do, however, fear the flame above all else. This tool has the power to make them tremble. Yoink.
その忍び義手、随分と腕に馴染んできたようじゃな。お前さん、これを取っておきな。
And we get more shots. And we get the prosthetic esoteric text, a book of secrets that details a variety of techniques for use with the shinobi prosthetic. Grants the ability to learn prosthetic style skills. Written by a man who abandoned the path of the shinobi, but could not bring himself to discard his painstaking research. He never expected to pass these on to anyone else.
お前さんの牙でどう噛み殺すか、それが書いてある。要は、忍び義手を使った戦いの術じゃな。わかった。まったく、義手の忍び技など、もはや無用と思っておったが、わからんものよな。
Well, less crutches, more that we were disarmed at the start of the game, and then we were given a prosthetic, which is a magic miracle tool of definitely realistic technology that can fit all sorts of shit in it, but is our go-to way of doing, like, special moves, basically, if you will. Like, we have shuriken in there, we have a flame barrel in there, we have firecrackers in there, and now we also get an axe, so can use that for all sorts of shit. And now we have an upgrade tree. We can use upgrade materials to improve some stuff. So we can either do spring-loaded firecrackers, unleashes a loud explosion. Charging up the spring mechanism adds rotational energy when spreading the firecrackers, affecting enemies in all directions. It's not too expensive, might grab that. Enhanced shuriken that can be empowered with rotational energy. Taking a moment to further bend the spring and build rotational energy will cause the blade to rotate after landing, damaging the enemy multiple times on it. Similar to a spinning top, but with blades. I think we want both of those anyway, since they're kind of the start of the upgrade tree, so let's just buy them. Now we can see the tier 3 information. This is unavailable, we need more materials for this, for the axe. May as well buy this right now, and this is for the flame barrel, very fine. Yeah, he had a really noodly offhand, basically, if you will. I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Yeah, go back to coughing. Like, he's right-handed. Everything he does with this container sword is right hand only, so his left arm was just kind of left behind. So he got it cut off, and now we've replaced it with something better. It's improvement. Why do I have to select that separately? Huh. Interesting, I didn't remember that being a thing. Can I not do the normal one? I can do the normal one. Why would I not want that? Huh? Weird. Anyway, let's also grab the flame vent, because why not? So, let's briefly show this off. We have an axe, which looks like this. Bonk. And we have a flame vent, which looks like this. So those are our two new toys. The axe is going to be very useful for anything that has like shields and is otherwise annoying to deal with. The flame vent is very rarely useful, but when it is, it's quite nice. I mean, why wouldn't they? They were weird about basically everything else. Right, so we have two new sets of skills to learn here. We have the Ashina arts, which we got from the Tengu mate earlier. And we have the prosthetic arts. A chasing slice. Perform a forward dashing sword slice after using certain prosthetic tools. Pretty good, I think. Oh, grappling hook attack, yes, this one I really want. Uses grappling hook to launch oneself at an enemy and use that momentum to perform a rolling sword attack. The shinobi prosthetic is the perfect tool for combining movement and attack into one, ensuring no movement is wasted. During grappling hook movement, we can attack and start doing damage while we're approaching right away. This increases the healing flask power. Emma taught this technique to the sculptor long ago. Memorizing the flavor will enhance its effects. However, knowing this technique doesn't make the medicine taste any better. And we have the Nightjar Slash, which is an active technique. We don't have any of those just yet. We can use the shoulder buttons together to do like special techniques, but I haven't learned any of them just yet, so... basically, the red icons here on this skill thing are always active, like new active techniques. The yellow ones are like passive effects that make you better at like healing or resources and whatever, and the blue ones are passives that are like slightly just change how you can like do combat stuff, basically. Like new tricks that aren't on the active skill slot, if that makes sense. I don't know. Chasing Slice is not bad if I recall correctly. Fang and Blade. Oh, this is the follow-up after the Axe, that's probably also pretty decent. Mid-air prosthetic tool is probably quite nice as well. We probably want most of these eventually anyway, at least the passive ones. Do I need mid-air deflection? Probably. Let's go for that first. So we can parry in the air. Very convenient. And this increases the maximum amount of spirit emblems for our tool. Yeah, I mean... I guess it's good to identify yourself with some sort of thing immediately. That behavior has really disappeared, has it? Like identifying yourself with some sort of martial arts style or whatever, just by hairstyle. Maybe not that specific thing, but just like using your Wait, we have a combat order? Oh yeah, we just learned one. Special attack skills based on the strength of the fighting style they belong to. They must be equipped in the equipment menu to be used and can be learned through a skill menu or found in esoteric texts. So we go over here into combat arts, and now we have the whirlwind slash, which looks like this. Doesn't cost anything, which is nice, but it's also kind of slow and thus a little bit hard to use. I mean, it is hard to identify you. I think we're at the point where we're assuming you're Nigel, so like you've done something either very correct or very wrong, depending on how you feel about that. Yeah, I figured it was something of that nature. They pop up a lot during this game. The Nightjar is some sort of clan or subgroup, faction, whatever. So just being called a piss jar ninja sounds like not what you would want. Stab a guy in broad daylight. Yeah, so these guys would be very annoying because they're dumb shield rushes like that, but if you have the axe you can do this. And then their shield goes bye-bye, and very often you can just stab them right away. Like so. That's why we went and grabbed the axe before we continued here. Yeah, I guess that would do it. Suddenly piss is much more relevant. After extended Kojima exposure. So over here is some asshole with a spear. I hate the guys with a spear. They have at least one attack that feels a little bit buggy in the way that it works. I don't remember exactly what it was and how it works, but they're overall pretty dangerous if I recall correctly. We'll see. Fucking stop aiming and shoot. Thank you. Standing there dodging like a madman. Oh, oops. Thought we could maybe get into the boost before they notice me. Can I lure you away from the arrow, mate? Not really that far. Oops. And hits me with the handle. Always a good trick. Jesus Christ, the slowest attack known to man. How is anyone supposed to parry that? Who died? Ow. It is, yeah. Alas, we don't have options in this game. We are locked into our container sword. Is he upset at me? No, he's forgot about me. Very good. Paul who? What? I'd ideally want to get rid of the archer and then fight the other guy, but I also want to backstab the other guy because that gets rid of one of their 2 HPs. HPs, yes, their death blow thingies right away. Please patrol away. We might be able to get away with those. Why was that not a death blow? Excuse me. We got away with it. Not in the way that I had planned, but man randomly turns around, scares the fuck out of me. Countering thrust attacks. Thrust attacks cannot be blocked, but they can be deflected. The Megiri counter skill also counters thrust attacks, and performing it successfully will do greater posture damage than a normal deflect. We've already been through this game, but thank you. They remind you here because these guys thrust a lot, as you might imagine, and their thrusts are pretty nasty. Okay, that went very well. They can be, under certain circumstances, very nasty, these kind of guys, so I was worried about this guy, but we got away with it, so we move on. Slow blade penetrates the shield. In this case, slow axe crosses shield. I think that's better. Yeah, I have no aspirations to be some sort of martial artist, so I'm not surprised that my brain would not be able to parry spears. He thrusted me once, so I think that statement is unfortunately wrong. Anyway, let's explore the side path before going on the main path. There's some fisk under the water, not that we can deal with that right now. Is this the end already? Maybe we should swim to the end of this section first. Let's swim to the end of this section first. Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. That would do me in. That Paul, I say. Ow, stop biting me, Fisk. Done nothing. It's not true, I've actually killed some Fisk before. Right, this is the section that has another spearmate, but also some other lads just roaming around. Man very thoroughly inspects the environment. That's what you get for oogling. Get backstabbed. I think I have the upper hand on Paul because by the time he'll be around, I'll be long dead, so I don't think he has a chance of killing me. Right, here's another spearmate. Oh, the other one also aggroed. Well, in that case, we need to definitely evacuate by running into the nearest wall, clearly. Lure them into the big open area and then try to circle all the way back around. I think there's another path to the side there if I crouch through them. I think we lost them. Very good. Okay, I don't want to fuck with both of those at once. That is a good way to get done in. So let's see where they are in terms of leashing back to where they came from. What, do you think Paul would resurrect me just to do me in? It's quite the dedication. Some swig. This leads back to over here, so we can leave if we want to. But we don't want to just yet. You can leave if you want to. You can leave spear twait behind. Alright, let's wait for this guy to walk up here somewhere and then we try to ambush and stab him. Hot damn. But why would he though? Like, he doesn't know about me. I'm just some random undying guy in feudal Japan times. That definitely happened. Either you keep going or you turn around right now. Those are your options, mate. Goddamn. That sounds OP. I don't agree with that. Right, that's twait number 1, and here's his friend, twait number 2. Let's see if we can cycle around without being seen, maybe, if we're lucky. Do our Nando's backstab to start the fight. Actually, he only has one death blow thing, so backstab will do him right away. Very good. Peelet. Bulging coin purse. A purse almost overflowing with sen. It can be used to acquire the sen inside. Hefty enough to bring something resembling a grin to a wolf's face. The sen in this purse is not lost upon death. Weebu Balloon of Soul. That's more skill experience, I think, for a while. Goddamn, poor Paul. Getting rectally poisoned sounds dangerous and very unpleasant. But yeah, doesn't Paul go pretty Satan once he becomes this war? That's a lot of lads. So maybe not deal with all these lads at once. Ow! How dare you? Alright, Como over hero. Fuck's sake. Around the age-old technique of Manshank. They also know the age-old technique of Manshank, I flee. Oh, I don't have any healing anymore, right. That was pretty mean. You timed that perfectly to hit me just as the animation was over. Body sorts it, as in like his body just decides to tank the poison anyway. Get some healing. Don't wanna have to redo this. Okay. That sounds OP as shit to just be able to reconfigure the atoms and something from your brain, like just at will. Can only say goddamn. But while it's inside of you, it seems like extra OP, but what do I know? Maybe that's normal in that universe? Little guy in cave. Meeting random half-naked men in a cave, just as in real life. Huh. Impressive. Right, so we can wall jump up here. Not the last time we'll be doing this. Wait, this is the final bit, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to be here just yet. Let's take the normal path first. Oh, I think what's supposed to happen is we follow the main path and then we'll be informed like, lol, you missed side path, and then we go and explore side path. But I explored side path first, so we just go here and have a rest and then fuck off. Is being a male ass extra swollen in that universe? What sort of heart benefits do you have from being a male ass? Right, hello, hello, hi, hello, yes, hi, hello. Yes, you're all very angry, I appreciate that. Maybe like a good angry bandit that's yelling at me while I flee. Male mother superior, what? Honestly, Dune sounds pretty weird, I think, to anyone that hasn't actually read or watched it. Oh, I see. I guess that makes sense. Somewhat. Aha, he went into the flowers and he disappeared on the other side. Or rather, never to be seen again. Goodbye, guys. Yeah, so it seems. Right, so this section, we're gonna meet a guy that I'm gonna be struggling a little bit with soon, but for now, let's just explore this outer bit first. Can I can. Zap your friend, what you gonna do? Nope, keep your arrows to yourself. None of that shit. Not on my watch. We have a lot of money, maybe I should go spend that. We can buy a gourd seed for $1,000. It's probably better than me just running ahead, dying randomly, and then complaining about my money being gone. So we go back to the castle gate, because there's a merchant here that sells a gourd seed for 1,000, and I'll have that. Cappuccinoed herself a boy instead. You go to the baby dispensary machine and like punch in what sort of cappuccino of a character you have as your kid. Understandable, I mean that sounds pretty Nando's. You gotta stick with the plan. Yes, I care to purchase Let me purchase gourd seed, tie them. Buy. Do you have anything? I don't want these balloons very much. Whatever. Off I go. Having brainial control of your body sounds pretty useful, but also kind of dangerous. For when you have a dumb idea. Like, easy to do yourself in with, but also overall probably pretty good. I keep thinking travel is the topmost menu option here, but it isn't. So I just always rest once, even though I auto-rest while traveling. Wasting everyone's time. Isn't he himself also like hard inbred as a result? Maybe it's just awkwardly self-aware sometimes. We do have 3 skill points. Let's use some of those for something. Let's grab the extra stealth thing that we move silently. I think we can now sprint up to people pretty much and still surprise stab them. I guess if you're at the point where you can, with your mind, just alter the like atomic composition of various things, especially your body, or within your body, inbreeding isn't as big of an issue. You can just mentally outbreed the inbreeding, I suppose. Convince your body, nope, never happened, you function now. Fisk! I stab. Another carb scale, very fine. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, shippers do tend to take their stuff very seriously. A little hidden side path here, hidden behind some bamboo that you can, I think, even sprint through rather than just chop. More to consecutive wall jumps. We go. I almost fall. Right, so this is the pagoda that our thief mate earlier was talking about. But there's some purple twate up on this pagoda, and that guy is pretty rough, so we'll be stuck here for a little bit, I reckon. Don't think I want any of my tools. Yeah, I think I'll just have to actually function in combat. See, the thing is, if their goal was something not great though, then I don't really empathize all that much. And fuck them. Oh, that's the sweep. Managed to dodge coincidentally. Yeah. Bad landing timing. Couldn't be me. We both missed our thrusts, very good. Typical man things. Oh boy, I almost died from that. Have a drink. Very good. I need to keep up the pressure, otherwise he gets to recover his posture. Oh, I didn't think that would interrupt him. Oh boy. Let me break your leg real quick with your thrust leg attack. There we go. That went way better than expected. I guess part of my old muscle memory still is present, thankfully. This guy killed me a lot the first time I played this game. Bit of a, like, side mini-boss for you to partake in if you want to. You get some interesting swag as a result. Yes, I can control golden path. Yeah. Good job, son. well done. We get the Mist Raven's Feathers. A bundle of Mist Raven Feathers can be fitted to the Shinobi prosthetic to create a prosthetic tool. In Usui Forest, far to the north of Ashina, live many mysterious birds of prey. The Mist Raven is the only one to have eluded capture by all who have tried. Should you somehow manage it, you'll find it gone, only feathers in your grasp. So with that, we can make another prosthetic tool that we can use as some sort of like counter-attack, if you will. You basically go into a little wobbly stance, and if they hit you, you disappear and strike them from above. It's pretty fun, although not super useful in my opinion, because it still has the sort of same timing issue as a normal parry would, so if you can't hit normal parry that well, then that trick won't specifically help you all that much, I don't think. I wonder if we should jump down here. This seems like the sort of cliff that on paper one shouldn't jump down, but maybe by just jumping onto someone we can completely negate the fall damage, so we'll try. Yeah, what you gonna do? Your mate got stabbed. Sky Satan strikes again. Right, enjoy Glumas. Tie for it and tie for it. I guess I'll partake in this anti-burn gourd that we bought earlier. May as well. What is timing? I would never know. I like that we can just run through the bamboo as well, like snap every bit of bamboo just by running into it with great vigor. Oops, I don't want to actually go back into the water. We went to the water bit already. I want to be up there. Not sure how to get there. We saw an item there a second ago. Probably can jump over from here. Hi, guy. You guys seem to be having body trouble. Let me help you out there. I was gonna say, if I'm that stealthy that you didn't notice that, then maybe it's less about me being good at stealth and more about you having the perception of a fucking toaster. We go up here somewhere. Yes, maybe? No? How do I up? Huh. Maybe from up there. A lot higher than before. This must be it then, clearly. Some dowsing powder. Not great, but hey. Free items. Who can say no to free items that are just lying in the environment? Right, so, if I recall correctly, there's two pretty annoying guys here. You only see one at first, but there's a second one hiding, I think, around the corner, or maybe below the bridge or something. These guys are pretty rough, if I recall correctly. This one also comes with 2 shield lads, which are also pretty rough. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, but my brain wants to tell me that there's a duo here. So, not sure what I'm thinking of specifically. Alright, archery man, maybe come over here first and I'll stab you. We can deal with the shield men alright by just using the axe. It's just that we have no more healing left, so if we can like avoid unnecessary damage, that'd be pleasant. It's quite the charge you did there, mate. Do you not come in a pair? Am I dumb? Yeah. These daggers. Jesus Christ, what a swing. Thankfully that also knocks him off balance for the most part. At least if you parry it correctly. That wasn't so bad. Oh, it didn't break your shield. I guess he wasn't actually blocking it. There you go. I think it costs 2 Spirit Emblems to do the axe attack. Yeah. Maybe they just take 2 axe attacks of them. Fistful of Ass. Hard to imagine that there was a time in my life where I wouldn't have called that a fistful of ass and instead just said Ash like a normal human being. That hasn't been thoroughly corrupted by hundreds of hours of alternate England. I know, it's all our dad. Dad, plus, don't die.
父上。
お前か。不覚を取った。このわしも置いたものだ。手当てはよい。この傷ではもはや助からぬ。それより狼よ、これを。
Get the hidden temple key, the key to the hidden temple in the Hirata estate, given by the owl. The secret temple is located on the very back of the Hirata estate. 2. The Lord is absolute. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost.
これはお屋敷の隠し仏殿の
Don't worry, Dad, the description already told me.
巫女様はそこに。だがこの火の手じゃ正面からは入れぬ。
崖外からならば。
そうじゃ。あちらから外へ出て崖沿いに進み、霊園から回り込め。さすれば抜け道が。
わかりました。
狼よ、忍びの掟は忘れておらぬな。
はい。
主は絶対狼よ、命を落としてお守りするのじゃ。
父上。
Fire decides, now is the time to us. Oh no, he was such a loving and caring figure for us. I am so sad to see him go.
左手へ出て霊園から回りお任せください。
Should at least check if he's really dead. Hello, convenient tree that is not on fire. Yeah, I think the issue is that the axe only breaks the shield properly if you actually hit them while they're trying to block with the shield. I think the issue was for both of those times where I didn't actually break them, that I hit them while they're not in their proper block animation or block state, and thus I didn't actually guard break them. I think it is reliable if you get that part correct at least. But I might also be misremembering. Maybe it's the thing where like smaller men are better at tanking it and need multiple strikes either way. Right, so this brings us right back to that shortcut we found, or not shortcut, the hidden path we found earlier. I'm not gonna go through all these guys again, let's instead just go and have a rest. It doesn't matter because we need to travel either way. It would be a little bit easier if you could hold the axe, like hold down the button to charge it up, but I don't think you can, at least not by default. Maybe there's an upgrade for it that lets you do that. Because then you can time it for when they're either coming for you with their shield raised, or if they're like, just standing there properly blocking rather than starting up an attack animation. Right, so off to the main hall. I've announced this multiple times already, but this is where we actually start dying though, because there's a guy here who is notorious and rough and difficult and evil. Probably smells as well. He's kinda ugly too in my opinion, but that's subjective. Either way, not fun guy. It's not this guy, he's just regular Satan. As far as firing burning arrows goes, he's pretty regular. And there's this group of assholes. I think there's 7 of them in here in total. There's 5 over here, I think there's 1 in the building. And I think there's one behind the tree there as well. Either way, there's a lot of them. We can let them disperse a little bit and then try to pick them up one at a time. We can also run in like madmen and try to just make it work. We're gonna, at least for the first one, attempt, try to do it properly. If I can, I'd like to pick off the Axeman rather than the Bowman. I like that when you kill someone, you can still perform a death blow, but it's optional. Like, if you're just spamming the attack button, you will just always go into the death blow, but you can also just let them keel over and die. And that is actually pretty relevant, because there are a few things in this game that interact with death blows. Like, we already saw a skill that says whenever you do a death blow to someone, you get a bit of your health back, so you can use that even if they die before you got to finishing move them. Which I think is a good way of doing it. There's some other techniques later that we can use death blows for. So having the option to do that, but not being forced to use it, is pretty good. Now, if their posture is just broken, I do need to actually death blow them rather than let them recover, because then they'll be fine. It's only when their actual HP bar is depleted. Someone yells. It was you. Ow, that was perfect timing for the arrow from behind. Jesus Christ. Came a little bit faster than I thought. That's what she said. There, I said it. No, you guys can't. It's been claimed. Speaking of that skill, that makes me recover some HP on Death Blow. This is an area where it would definitely be useful, so maybe we can go and get that once we're done looting here a little bit. Some Divine Confetti, that was what we needed to interact with, I think, spirits or whatever the fuck they called them. And by interact with, I mean fight them. I think we're down to the last bloke. There you go. Let's use up these pellets. You always just accumulate a lot of them since you can only have 3 on you at once. So I probably have like 10 of them stockpiled already. And they don't heal very quickly, or a lot either, so having something to heal you in downtime is kinda nice. I should take advantage of that while I can. Again, my brain might be mixing this up with Neo, but I'm desperately looking for hidden walls here that can be turned, but that might be a Neo thing. Like this sort of awkward wall, you'd either slice or you just attach yourself to it and it would fucking float. But I think this game doesn't do that without indication. I think that's mostly Neo that does it in a cheeky manner. But these segments look very, very similar visually at least, between this and Neo, so I'm just being a little bit paranoid. Anything over here on the side? So, there's a bloke standing over here by the water. There he is. That bloke is one of ours, he's still alive. And if we talk to him, we can make him charge into the pile of enemies up ahead. I'm not gonna do that right away, so... You get exactly one completely useless line of dialogue if he survives, so keeping him alive is not a priority, but I want him to be alive for the, like, mini-boss. There's one big man over here. It's the guy in the back with the big sword, you can see him, he's like hanging out behind his men. And I want the other guy alive to help me fight that guy, because that guy sucks. I hate fighting that guy. We'll be fighting a few of those over the course of the playthrough, which is a little bit awkward, but what can you do? Wait, shut up, you swag. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to clear out as much of the regular mates as possible, then I'll backtrack and grab the helping mate to specifically help me fight the big man. Maybe you can go through. Seems like I can. Maybe not. A lot of empty area here if this doesn't lead back to the main area. Like a lot of wasted space basically. Oh. Thought there might be a door here to let me in, but apparently I have to actually go through the walkway. And yeah. I've been playing a decent bit of Mass Effect recently, so now my brain wants to quick save anytime there's something slightly dangerous coming up, so like I have to fight the urge to press F5, 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 F5 every few steps. Anyway, so like I said, I'm planning to try and take out as many of these guys as I can. This will be very chaotic, most likely. Good thing no one heard that. So yeah, chaos. Yeah, fuck. You down. That still caught me, that's rude. He does follow me in here, interesting. I think I can kill this guy before the big man shows up. Nice. How many more do we have? We have one shield guy, one guy in the background, and then the big man. I think that should poisons if I get hit by that, so maybe I should... You cheeky bugger. Of course, he has to choose the worst kind of attacks for me, fuck. That was pretty awkward. It went well until this last section, where just everything went slightly wrong. He did that awkward like stab attack into torch attack into another stab attack chain, and I was not quite ready for it. Yeah, I was considering equipping an antidote, but I don't think I've... Actually, I do have the time to menu because this game pauses while you go to menu, so let's equip some antidote just in case we do need it. The most oblivious creature in the game. I shan't say no.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, it's time for me to die. Fuck. No more healing. Fuck. This time, slightly. Ooh, thank you, sir. Could you please die? Thank you. Okay, my mate's also almost dead. Let me do something else then. Let's equip the oil. Yeah. fuck, he does 3. Ooh, I was very close to doing that. Mistimed my parry. Oh, I'm out of spirit numbers anyway, never mind. Oh, fuck, that was so fast. I didn't think he'd go from that side to an immediate attack animation, especially not one that fast. That was pretty close. Oh well. Almost first try. Man, this guy is so sturdy with the double debuff. It is not fun. Let me re-equip my pallets and shit. I ended up overriding some of my items, which is a bit silly, but not the worst. So my least favorite part about this is that you don't get a faster approach to this boss fight. You basically always have to deal with this entire poke of enemies, and then there's another group over there that you always have to deal with. And if you're not struggling with the fat guy, then that's not a big issue, because you can get that done in like at most 2 or so attempts. If you only have to go through this like a normal fight area, like where you just kill some random enemies and then maybe there's one guy that's a little bit more swole, that's not a big deal. But if you are struggling with the big man, then this is a pretty mean area overall, I think. Oh my god. I thought it was so... Yeah, actually it didn't make any sense to think that was Venosite. Yeah, if you're extra stupid, like my dumbass, then you think, oh, maybe something interesting happens if you keep the NPC alive, and then you also try to do that at the same time. So you try to come up with a strategy where you fight everything by yourself, and then only let the NPC guy help out at the very last second, so he doesn't immediately die. And then he just gets comboed by the fat man and immediately dies anyway, and you're very sad. Like, this place just sucks either way. I think I have to be a little bit patient here, unless I wanna cause the chaos. Let's be patient. We almost got him on our first try, so maybe a second try if we take our time again will be fine. I was doing pretty well. I was parrying most of the stuff that was coming in. Just started. Like that little fast swipe that he did in retaliation for being parried there at the very end, that was pretty mean. That was just about the most dangerous thing he could do to me, I think, and he did it right at the end of that attempt. Where we were almost done. Nice I didn't upset the rest of the group. I think if I can avoid fighting inside of the building, then those 2 lads that are in there won't actually participate. So if I drop down now-ish and maybe backstab this guy, we should be fine just fighting these last couple lads by themselves, almost by ourselves on their own, whatever. The brain tried to combine both of those sentences, it did not work. Shot at you, flag. Getting a lot of XP and money though, gotta say. I think that's part of the Demon Belts thing, isn't it? That you get more swig. Oh, that was distance enough here, sprint. Ah, for fuck's sake. Can I please stop dashing and instead just start sprinting? Thank you. Wrong item. man just gets frustrated, tosses a random oil vial. Or not vial, but like a little urn, jar, bottle, whatever. No, it staggered me out of my opportunity to death blow. I wish there was friendly fire, at least for the bigger men that actually do very girthy attacks like that. No! I got stuck trying to dash away. I needed to jump there, but I'd already pressed the dash button, so I was kind of locked in. Really? I have the absolutely perfect spacing. Just in the wrong way. Once again, come on. Lazy. Call bullshit. Oi, lad. Quickly, yes, let's fight together. Do not fuck these up. Those are the best attacks you can give me because they're fairly like linear. Predictable. Fuck's sake. But I don't have emblems anymore. Yeah, that attack is so cheeky and so fast. Like he does that after being parried and on his like way back to neutral basically with his sword. Oi oi oi. That stunned me in a weird way that I didn't expect. Wrong item, fuck. I swear I blocked up. Wow. My body is not happy. Oh right. Oh, that attack catches me every time. I don't expect it. Fuck. Like, it's basically a, oh, you parried me, well, I slice you again right away. Whereas normally you can get away with just counter-attacking once after every time you parry them. But that attack comes out quickly enough that you just get in trouble. If you just do your normal counter-attack. I need to try not missing my flame barrel, because it costs a lot of spirit emblems, so wasting it is pretty bad. Why did you see me this time? I guess I was standing rather than crouching. Just having a drink, sorry. Guess what quickly reset. The issue isn't so much that you can't fight these guys all at once, the issue is more that doing so might cost you some consumables that you want for the actual fight. So that's why I'm just gonna reset here. I always find it pretty funny when games make a very big deal out of, oh, are you in the crouching stance for stealth or not? Like, that guy saw me immediately from a mile away. He still has line of sight on me, but it takes him forever to notice that I'm here. He probably walks out of line of sight before he even notices, even though I'm clearly in view as well. So with that guy started seeing me, and then I started crouching, and then he stopped seeing me. Very Nando's. Alright, let's wait for those guys to backtrack. I do like how that sprint attack twirl thing looks that you do when you like attack out of dashing, but it's also a little bit slow. Makes it a little bit clinchy sometimes. Oh, I'm about to be shot. Let me do a quick twirl just to look cool. Right, I think this opening here is pretty good though. Like, we get rid of one of the two shield guys right away, and then we just do a big circle called the Archer, and from there we just play it as it comes. That was very close to being mean. Everyone thrusts. That doesn't even one-shot his posture with a Mikiri counter. Silly difficulty. Blinking, that's good for me. Okay, this was basically the perfect start to the fight so far. I don't want to fuck with that chain. I mean, if I'm aware enough to recognize that chain, then I might as well fuck with it, because then I can just be ready for the counter attack after the parry. Oh, that caught me dashing away, or sprinting away. One shot as well, of course. That was very rude. I was literally sprinting away. Fuck's sake. Hi guy, wanna maybe help me out here? I shouldn't have actually done that now that I think about it. Because I will need the extra health damage for the second health, or for the second phase. If I get there at all. Yeah, so now I can only burn him once in this phase, which is unfortunate. Yeah, he just keeps going if you parry those swings, which is kinda crazy. No, the guy did. Well, at least we got it done. He was so close to surviving as well, that would have been sick. Oh well. We get some unrefined sake. A bottle of cloudy unrefined sake. Sake is a drink meant for sharing. This cloudy sake is one of Ishinashina's favorites. It has a rich, full-bodied flavor. On the other hand, it has a reputation for getting one too drunk too quickly. And we get a prayer bead. Well, fuck. Sorry, that guy. He got poisoned. When that happened, I knew it was over, because the poison just does so much reliable damage to him. He will very often actually block or try to parry the attacks of the drunkard, but once he's poisoned, he's just kind of on a very short timer until he expires. Some Twait ore behind here, but I'm gonna beeline for the Sculptor's Idol for obvious reasons. We rest. So funnily enough, once the drunkard is gone, this is actually a pretty decent place to farm skill points and money if you're so inclined. I don't really do that very much in this game. At least I don't remember doing that, but it has a lot of pretty weak enemies in a big old cluster that you can take care of rather quickly. We got like 400-ish bucks, I think, every time we tried the boss there. We also lost half of that whenever we died, obviously, but it's a pretty big pile for not that much effort. Don't think we'll end up actually doing that, but for early farming, I don't think this is a terrible spot. So this is one of those attach yourself to this wall and receive hidden passage sort of walls. I was standing a tiny smidge too far away from it. Some swig, some money. I think there's a guy hidden around here somewhere. He's trying to attack us. Maybe behind us. No. Guess not. We shall have a chest then. Boy, boy, fancy, fancy. Prayer bead, nice. That's actually pretty good. And Divine Confetti. So if I recall correctly, it takes a while before you can get more Divine Confetti. Like, it's a fairly limited resource early game, so you kind of want to have your anti-spirit attempts to be as successful as possible. Lest you run out and then you're kind of up shit's creek. That being said, I think all of them are optional, especially early on, so you can always just not fight them.
フクロウのせがれか。わしは恐ろしきものを見た。湧き出てくるのじゃ。次から次へと。止め殿、止め殿。若様、若様がお屋敷の奥に。わしのせがれが伊之助が向かったゆえ無事と思うがはぐれ忍びよ念のためじゃお主も若様をお救いに行っておくれ
I'm on a mission. Okay. Loudest Sculptor's Idol you've ever heard. I kinda wanna spend this money on something before we throw ourselves at the actual boss. Do I have anything I can buy? Oh, we have a lot of skill points as well, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Demon Bell must really be doing a lot for us when it comes to getting money. We might as well just get the healing flask, I think. Although this technique chain is actually pretty swole. We might want that. Sure, let's buy the first one just to see what we get. We either get Descending Carp, a latent skill that for a few seconds after deflection increases damage to enemy posture from all sources. Oh, that's pretty good. The Ashina style is deeply rooted in the flow of the fountainhead waters. They believe the act of successfully deflecting a blade is akin to a carp descending a waterfall. Here we have Ascending Carp. Latent skill increases damage inflicted to posture upon performing a successful deflection. Wait, what? Increases the damage inflicted to posture upon performing a successful deflection. For a few seconds after deflection, increases damage to enemy posture from all sources. Isn't that the same? I guess not quite. This says all sources, whereas this is just Oh, the deflection itself is better, and this increases all damage after you deflect. I see. I kind of want both of these eventually anyway. But let's make the deflection itself better. Let's go and head back to the castle gate once again, so we can quickly spend some of our money. $1,000 is a lot, and we are going to die a lot here, I think. You can leap further by jumping mid-sprint. I like how he slides a little bit as you do that. Makes sense. It's very funny, man's so fast that if he pulls out the brakes, he starts sliding. You'd honestly tumble if you try to actually do that. Why am I going here? Anyway, let's talk to him. Maybe we have something to do with him. I was actually gonna go to the merchant, but I'm done. Okay, good. Just wanted to see this merchant over here. Merchant man, take care of my son. We can only buy one, that's unfortunate. We could sell one of the light bags and then we can buy the second big bag. That's hard brain, or we can sell something else. We can sell this sugar. I don't really use these very much. Oh, we needed 550, didn't we? There you go.
Sheesh.
Good boy. Right, so, boss, let's see. What do we need? Let's put the pellets back on. We can kind of always use those in theory. Let's put on the snap seeds, and I think that's what we want. I don't think there's anything else particularly important. And the shuriken are actually a very good choice here as well. Off we go. Right, let's see how long this boss fight takes me. Today has been a weird day. I was expecting like multiple things already to take way longer than they ended up actually taking. And last time the things that I thought weren't gonna be taking that long actually ended up taking much longer, so Dying man ASMR.
若様のこの先へ行くのはやめておけ。恐ろしき現実よ。種ならしがなければ破れぬぞ。これをわずかだがそなたに託そう。
So, that phrasing there, I think, is a little bit too strong. Without a snapseed, it cannot be overcome, and he gives you one. Now, imagine if we didn't also get other snapseeds so far, and we came here earlier. We would have exactly one snapseed. Then we get into the boss room, the boss does one illusion attack, you use your snapseed, you die anyway because game hard, and then you can't do the boss anymore because the man told you, oh, it can't be overcome unless you use this item. I think that's a little bit silly. Also, note how mom lady is right over here, and her almost dying son is right over here. Once again, very close to each other. It's becoming a running theme for them. This is a very hidden part of the temple. Do you have to say anything else? I don't think so. Or anything else to say, rather. I don't have to say anything, I don't think. Hidden temple key. Hey, it's your boy. And it is an on-fire temple. Oh boy, boy.
父上、母上、少女よ、みんなどこへ行ったのだ。
巫女様、現実か。
久しいな、フクロウのせがれよ。
お蝶殿、言ってください。
そなたは
なすべきことを なすのです。
わかりました。
Do what must be done. Thank you. The best instructions.
さて、やろうか、せがれ殿。
So, we finally get this tutorial. I should have explained this myself way earlier, but I didn't because I'm lazy. The way it works is, you have the posture bar and you have the health bar. The lower someone's health bar is, the slower their posture recovers. So, if I do a lot of posture damage, let's say I deflect like 500 attacks in a row, if I then stop attacking them, their posture bar will recover really quickly because they're so full HP. Whereas if I injure them to like down to 20% or something first, their posture bar will recover very, very slowly. So that way you can actually start building up some more long-term gains on the enemy's health bar as well. Or like make more progress, I should say, not like gains on their health bar. That doesn't really make sense, does it? So like if I play very defensively and I don't actually injure their HP bar, I need to basically bend them in one fell swoop, because any hole in the pressure will immediately allow them to reset the vast majority of their posture. Whereas if I manage to also injure their HP, I will slowly start accumulating more and more posture damage until they're eventually broken. Also, of course, if their HP run out, I can also just death blow them right away, but that's often a little bit harder.
お嬢殿、何故。
さてな、窓はわしぐるぞ、せがれ殿。
Oh, my timing is off. Jesus Christ, my timing. So, when we actually want to desperately win, I'm gonna start using the Shuriken a lot more, because the Shuriken is really good at knocking her out of the sky. Anytime she's in the air and you hit her, she will immediately fall flat on her ass and you get to like do some damage for free. Yeah. I don't want to get back into the flow of the fight for a moment first. We spent all our money into it, so like losing a few times here doesn't do anything. Alright, Tomb? No, you did not. We didn't go that way just yet. After the end, or after we did the Horsemaid last stream, we went and like did a tiny bit more in Ashina, but then we went straight to the memory today. Which for me is actually slightly unusual. The first time I played this, I went straight here before I even fought Horsemaid. Damn, her posture bar is big with the 2D boss. It's actually insane. Yeah, timing hard. Also red tomb, if I didn't say, sorry. By doing the jumpy grab attack is basically always a free hit on our HP bar. I say that, of course, and in that moment I actually failed the dodge. It is pretty free though, if I don't completely fuck this up. I think I want to try it one or two more times before I commit to a proper attempt. War-torn mob, another merchant has been infected with the dragon run. Oh well, sucks to be done. But yeah, so I think we can sort of brute force the fight if we want to, by using consumables and the shuriken and shit. But I kind of want to actually learn the attack timing for shit a little bit. Make this a bit more of an interesting fight rather than just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. She wouldn't even hit me there because she was like an arm beam. Oh fuck, she didn't stagger from that. I thought I could hit her out of that. I bet. You can actually pressure her a lot. Like, one of the ways to deal with this fight if you're fighting her for the first time and you're struggling is to just be super offensive. Like, anytime you can, just keep attacking her and she will be forced to parry for the most part, and you can inflict a lot of posture damage that way. She doesn't really get a chance to recover there. So you just keep, like, sort of mashing away. You need to be, like, ready to parry in between though, because otherwise you will, like, occasionally just get slapped and die. But like, it's surprisingly good to just be aggressive against her. Don't think I saw that before. Oh fuck, I was not ready. Yeah, it's, in my opinion, like, not cheesy is the wrong word, but it is a very, like, comparatively much easier way of dealing with it, because, like, she kind of has a preset flow of attacks she can get into if you keep pressuring her and she's countering. There you go, clang, clang, maybe a third one, and then she counterattacks, and the first counterattack is always, like, roughly at the same timing, and then you can do your counterattack and she has to parry again. So, like, you can force her to just keep, like, parry, counterattack, and the counterattack is easy to do with, and then you will parry the counterattack and you go back to pressuring her. It's kind of awkward to describe, but it makes sense, and it's one of the, like, easier and ultimately probably slightly better ways of dealing with her. The one downside to that technique is that it's all based on just posture damage. They kinda like this. She does occasionally break out of it, it's not completely free, but, like, we just got a lot of posture damage done to her just by being very aggressive. Oh fuck. That was auto-piloting too much. Damn, that was a lot of damage. So, the downside to that sort of playstyle is that once you do lose your rhythm, like once she breaks out basically, she gets to reset all of the posture damage that we inflicted. Like, it's kind of an all-in sort of thing. Like, if it works, you kill her really quickly. If it doesn't work, she recovers the vast majority of the damage she inflicted rather quickly as well. Oops. I also need to stop missing the parry. She does occasionally... Oh wow, I didn't think she could follow that up. She does occasionally break out of that rhythm, which is very spooky. The projectiles can also sort of shotgun, which is pretty unfortunate. But do you much more heavily than you might expect. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hitbox porned my way through her fucking attack there by doing the special technique coincidentally. Like, doing this by, like, me crouching down like that made her whiff. That was pretty cool. So now we get into the actual fight. And I managed to position myself such that I can't see shit. Very good. So now it's illusion time. So there's a bunch of Satan around now. She shoots some projectiles at you while you're trying to dodge the illusions, and then eventually she snaps. Literally. At which point the illusions disappear and, like, shoot you. It took a bit longer than anticipated. fuck. Her jumping away and doing the projectile is the easiest way for me to die, because I will take chip damage if I don't. Fuck. I was committed to that dash attack, and it takes so long that I couldn't recover. But yeah, her doing that is one of the easiest ways for me to die, because I can't just block them, I need to actually parry them, otherwise I take a lot of chip damage. And like I said, it can kind of shotgun, as in like the projectiles can all hit you at the same time, even though she's like kind of planning her attack. If that happens, you die really, really quickly. So the more she does the projectile attacks, the harder it is for me to just avoid taking chip damage here and there, because of the need to parry or take damage from having no cross jump. I am playing really poorly. Okay, fuck. I always overcommitted to Parasite there for some reason. Like, I'm so busy autopiloting just some attacks to make her parry eventually. But yeah, no rip Gram just yet. Oh, that's that chain weapon. That has more follow-ups than I thought. Fuck. She went around the pillar with that. I thought I could run behind the pillar to do that. Alright, let's try to actually get her done at this point. I think we've seen enough. I don't know why they placed this guy in the way here, by the way. You kinda always have to kill this guy on your way past. You can run past him, but it's not really that much faster than just killing him. You do get a tiny bit of skill points and money for it, but if you're stuck on the boss, you will just lose those anyway. It's not like you get anything for it, so I don't know why they placed him there. Oops, my bad. Fuck's sake, I was slow enough. That wasn't a parry, though. I was doing so well with the attack chains earlier. I thought I had it. Oh. Slightly slower than my brain thought. Oh fuck. That she can just go into the sweep while she takes 2 hits there is surprising. Most of the time there she didn't do the sweep follow-up, so I just kinda autopiloted her to attacking, but once again I just died for it. Oh well. Fuck's sake. I have literally never had this happen to me. That's actually insane. Like that he, first of all, notices me immediately, even though I did the exact same shit I do every single time. And also that he like hides behind the wall, so my initial attacks fail while he switches weapons and then just fucks me. That was actually insane gameplay by him. The best AI the world has ever seen. Yeah, see, normally it takes him super long to notice. I don't know why he noticed me immediately this time. Or last time, rather. I guess you get a tiny bit of resurrection from killing him every time, but I don't know, it's still weird. Just wondering so what I got that guy that way. Fuck. Look at the fucking projectile chip damage. I am blocking all of those, by the way. It's just not having the charm means I actually get hard fucked for not playing properly. I always accidentally get the oh my lord. The whirlwind technique if I have to try to cancel my attack and field with. I don't know why I'm doing that wrong. camera, please. Recovered in time. Thank you for fucking with my camera. I love running in this one. For fuck's sake, really? I don't think I've ever seen her do that from this close. Well.
やるじゃないか、せがれ殿。ならば我が幻に惑え。高みの見物で
Fuck your illusions. Oh fuck, I forgot that she That's a pretty nasty series of attacks. Fuck you, Cameron. No. Fuck's sake. Right, Kojak? We were slightly early, but not a lot. That was very close, I almost ran that back into them. Keep trying to sniper out of this guy, it's not going very well. I should jump over that instead of just playing the spacing game. It's always very spooky, and I don't need to do that at all. Wow, she went far with that. Fuck's sake. I hadn't seen her just do the sweep out of neutral like that, I don't think. God damn it. I thought it was safe by just sprinting away from basically anything she did, but that was very, very fast and very far. Ugh. Oh well. I wonder where the first reliable source of snap seeds is. Like, as in, like, where you can get more if you were struggling with this boss. Because they do make the illusion stuff a lot easier to have. It's not completely useless. It's not as extreme as the guy makes it out to be at the door, but it is still good to have. Wow, I was off on literally all those parries. Very good. Fuck. I got guard broken by the first one because I missed the parry timing accidentally. Slightly too early, fuck's sake. Excuse you, I walked at least? Actually, it seems like it makes zero difference for the projectiles if I parry them or not, or block them or not. Like, unless I get the parry, I should just not even bother, I guess. Like, the damage is basically the same. How am I so bad at that now? That's such a predictable rhythm. Same, what the fuck? How am I not getting that? What the hell? When I was demonstrating that earlier, I did that like 18 times in a row, roughly. Now I'm actually just getting very, very bad. Oh, fuck. I was hoping to finish this boss somewhat quickly. So I can stop for the day, since like I said earlier, I'm not exactly doing very well today, but oh well. I'll get there eventually. Just need to stop regressing for some reason. Let's actually focus for a bit. That was just about the fastest thing she could have done there, I think. Which is unfortunate. Yes, I decided to do a slight gamble. Yeah, do more of those again, like you did at the start of the fight. I wonder how that works. Like, maybe it's taking the attack from the input buffer and combining that with me trying to instead block. No, I double clicked. But oops. Yeah, that it's so odd. I think I'll have to actually try to react to what she does there. I am flabbergasted that that didn't connect with her. Yeah, I'm so close. Okay, I don't quite agree with that hit, but alright. That time was pretty bad anyway. How am I doing so? Shut the fuck up, guy. How am I doing so well with the drunkard and the shinobi hunter, and then I fuck up this boss 18 times? Fuck me, I'm dead. Why do I keep getting those fucking special attacks accidentally? I should look if I can unequip the special attack, because I don't want that to keep happening as an accidental input. Like, again, this time it was beneficial because she chose not to attack me, but if she chooses to attack me there, I just take a lot of damage, possibly even die if she does this lead. getting better at not predictably just attacking there and hoping for the best, and instead actually reacting to what's going on.
せがれ殿ならば我が幻に惑え
Is that too early? Oh,
高みの
like
見物としゃれこもうか
Wait, that didn't get out of them though.
存外にやるものだなフクロウのせがれよ
Well then. I did that so early. Are you serious? That caught me? Fuck my life. The camera started twisting weirdly, so I dashed flatways instead of back, like I intended to, but still, I didn't think the timing was that terrible. No. That catches so well, holy fuck. Okay, I need to actually react to that rather than just sprinting away. That's annoying. I didn't want to sprint away from her in like a sort of straight line because the like homing projectiles would have hit me otherwise. But still, like, with the way you sprint in this game, like with how fast it is, I didn't expect it to still catch me. Very annoying. You should do a different attack if we started this time. No, I survived. I swear I pressed block. Whatever. It probably was starting up the special attack again or some shit. Oh yeah, I need to check if I can knock it. Okay, so now nothing weird should happen whenever I do that. Curious how the game decides whether she's gonna parry on the second or third attack. Oh fuck, I was autopilot rambling about what I was saying. Fuck. But yeah, I wonder how the game decides that, if it's actually a dice roll or if there's some other condition that I'm not noticing. Like, she either parries on the second or the third attack that you do. And if I knew the Yes, shut the fuck up, video game. Shut the fuck up, NPC man guy. I'm not trying to talk to you, I'm trying to hoover up the loot. But yeah, knowing that would be quite nice, because I'm just having to actually react this hard. It didn't cancel my attack into a block there, weird. Normally you can do that, like if I start an attack I can go into a block right there. But for some reason it didn't let me do that there, so I got it again. Ah, fuck, go away. I am not dead, never mind. No, I died again. Fuck's sake. I don't want to just do one attack there. Fuck me. Okay, I should probably stop trying to force the stupid, like, parry back and forth. I don't enjoy that as a fucking gameplay style anyway. Instead, I should try to, like, deal with the regular attacks rather than just forcing her into that pattern. I am just too brain dead today to, like, be alert enough to adapt to those little small changes, and I should try to actually play the fight normally. By running back into projectiles, like God intended. Oh, still another parry. He went right through the pillar. GTS game. Excuse you. No, I need to find a way to adapt so that that doesn't randomly happen to me. I couldn't avoid that by doing a lot less attacks, but the fight already takes fucking forever with the double debuffs. Yeah, if I only ever do like one attack, that's not a big deal. But it makes it take even longer. I hate how long the fucking dash attack takes. Close, I almost fucked it up. Ah, fuck me. I should just try not to, or not even try to visually confirm what she's doing when she's jumping, and I should stop trying to explain my train of thought while I'm having to try to time attacks and time fucking small ass timing windows. God damn it. But yeah, I should stop trying to like follow what she's doing in this guy and just basically block on unexpected timing. Like something about the way she jumps above me and the camera spins just makes me actually like struggle a little bit to identify when she's gonna hit me. Whereas if I just like ignore the visual part of it and just try to parry where I would always parry, and the compliment that attack is not that bad. Almost up in the middle. There we go. Those are pretty clean first phase. Some minor issues here and there, but overall pretty good.
やるじゃないか、せがれ殿。
I think the elderly is abusing me though. Not sure I agree with that. So look at how fucking fit she is. Like, I don't think that counts. Fuck it. The moment I start talking, I once again mess up my fucking timing like a complete fucking retard. Oh, I hate myself so much. I'm just so bad at actually shutting the fuck up and focusing. Oh wow, that's so common. I am still stunned. Jesus Christ. How did I not parry that? Excuse me. No, I double clicked. The one fucking slip up with attacks. I've played it so safely the entire time, then I get flustered, I forget what I'm doing, I double attack, and immediately I get punished with a one shot. Ugh, fuck my entire life. Couldn't she have tried that sweep while I was still paying attention the entire fucking time? Why did that have to happen the moment I start autopiloting a very tiny bit? She landed on me, and that killed me. Interesting. Cool. That was annoying with myself anyway. I was doing something stupid. I agree, although I'm not that young anymore. But compared to her, I'm probably still a youth. Slightly too slow. It's just a little bit spooky that at any time she can decide to do the fucking sweep and end me. I fuck 'em. No middleman abuse. Middle-aged otherwise. Fuck. God, that hurts a lot. No, I'm stuck on the door. That catches me while sprinting from that distance. I hate that sweep. I just wanted to reposition because I was stuck on the fucking pillar and the camera was cocking me, so I wanted to sprint the fuck away, and of course she decides to do the fucking sweep in that moment. Man, she is so good at those fucking sweep timings. This reminds me a lot of fucking doing the arcade mode boss and Strive, like the proper Nago, where he just decides, I am invincible now, you die. Did you get... okay, I'm rambling. Instead of paying attention, let's just try again. And if you don't fucking pay attention, or like, if you at all overcommit, he just decides, nope, you are dead now. And it's basically the same with her and that fucking sweep. She always pulls that out at the exactly worst possible times for me. Like, I'm slightly distracted by something, or I start rambling, or I'm flustered because of some other shit, exactly in that moment I get completely fucked by the one-shot sweep. Nice, thank you. Bad parries. Yeah, I'm good at that speedrun. The only one where you don't really have to practice for. Well, first playthrough is a bit different though. I was stuck on her on my first playthrough for quite a while as well, especially since this was my first boss. Yeah, see, the moment I decide, okay, let's not sit here for the next 15 years and actually approach to do the fucking dash attack, in that moment she exactly then does the sweep. She didn't do it out of neutral in fucking minutes. She doesn't do it most of the fucking time. But in that one time where I commit to the fucking move that I can't, like, the fucking move that I can't get out of, I just get immediately fucked for it. Like, nope, you made a tiny mistake. You were a slight bit impatient because you don't want to have your stream men sit there for 15 minutes while you do not move at all. Nope, get fucked, idiot. Should have stayed more patient. Can't get away with shit in this game. The game just knows. Look at me being patient every time, like no double swings this entire fucking attempt so far. Does she do the sweep? Nope, literally never. Until it's time, then she knows. Oh fuck, my bad. Aha! I was aware. You thought I was flustered. I'm only frustrated, not flustered. Yeah, fuck. Come on, please. Okay, let's chill, calm down, recover mentally a little bit. She landed on me and fucking hurt me with that. That's how she killed me that other attempt. I didn't think that was actually possible, so I didn't call it out further than like, lol, she fell on me, but she actually killed me by falling onto me. Hard scam. Please do attacks that I can actually interact with.
高みの見物としゃれこもった。
Oh fuck. She did that pretty early this time, huh? Like the second illusion phase. Jesus Christ. of clinching going on now. Sake. I like that I got the perilous attack warning, even though it wasn't even her one-shot sweep, it was just someone else trying to do a thrust attack. Which is awkward, because for the fucking sweep I do need to jump, as we've figured out at this point. Fuck's sake, really? Not getting a lot of progress done this way. I don't want to risk trying to attack her while she's got the illusions up there. Especially since her damage output is so high. Why doesn't Sekiro just fucking snap? Can't be that hard. Why do you need a snap seed to do that? Why can't you just do that anyway? I guess that's her illusion. Oh fuck. That can be an attack, right? Thank you for doing something that I can actually interact with. Camera tries its hardest to get me done in. Oh, for fuck's sake, range, please. Nope. Another drink for good. Really now? Do we need another one of these fucking phases? Okay, let's not be impatient. Let me just play it the same safe and slow way I do it every single fucking time. Yeah, nice try, I was ready. There we go.
腕を上げたね、狼。
The battle memory of an extraordinary foe, lingering in the mind of the wolf. Commune with the sculptor's idol and confront memories of battle to permanently increase attack power. The Phantom Lady Butterfly was a seasoned practitioner of illusions. So she was. We also get the Sakura droplet. Pale pink crystal residue, known to form when an immortal oath fails to establish, increases resurrective power, allowing one additional resurrection. To repeat the vows of the Undying and be awarded resurrective power once more surely necessitates the aid of a divine child of the dragon's heritage. Ding. Think there's Eldorado coming. So we win now. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to Sekiro. Just hanging out here. Well, that's unfortunate. That looks pretty bad. I die for the Dark Gods, or whatever. Yeah, finally. Being untouched for many, many decades.
私のため、そなたは戦ってくれた。捨ておくことなどできるものか。狼よ、我が血と共に生きてくれ。
I guess it just took 3 years for that to manifest. Ding. Oh, not a third one. Shame. Well, anyway, at least we got to do it in the way that I wanted to, where I actually had to learn to deal with the individual attack chains. Like, I was eventually parrying pretty much every single thing she was doing, including a lot of the projectiles and shit. So it was all about just being incredibly patient, because that's kind of the main issue with the Nokoro's Charm plus Demon Bell thing, is that everything is so small that you cannot afford to take risks, especially if things can one-shot you. But the environment was pretty much fine, because we could just like recover after being hit a little bit, so it wasn't immediately a death sentence. But if bosses have attacks that basically like one-shot, it's like you can't afford to risk a 10-minute battle on randomly getting one-shot by doing something stupid, so you have to play super safe. Which is not how I usually like to play this, but what can you do? Yeah, I could go and find some guys to kill for XP. That is a good suggestion, but alas, I'd rather just call it a stream here. So, sadly, you don't get your murder. Let's check if there's some more dialogue to be gained. Well, one of those we will probably kill eventually.
I knew you.
Yeah, you've got the dragon rod, we know. Oh yeah, right, the Mistraven thing. A prosthetic tool loaded with the feather of a Mistraven. Cost redundancy use. When attacked in the assumed stance, disappear like the mist and move away. Once you think you've caught one, all that will remain is feathers. That is the mark of a true Mistraven. Any upgrades we can do? We didn't really get much in terms of materials, do we? Oh, there's also money that it needs to actually upgrade. What would this do? The spring-loaded flame vent. Spring mechanism can also be charged to release a massive blast of flames and hot air, sending opponents flying. That sounds pretty fun. Storing and unleashing energy in the spring mechanism allows for large sweeping attacks despite its weight. Whirling strike. I don't think we want to commit to do something that like slow and strong. Seems like we need to find the other prosthetic tools to get into the deeper thing anyway. Oh, goodbye. Yes, you're coughing. Anyway, I should probably go and meet someone who is infected with Dragon Rot so we can progress your quest line here. Yeah. Yeah, Dragon COVID even. Like, that's extra worse. Extra worse, yes, that's England. Oh yeah, right, we learned Ichimonji, which is the special attack from the Yoshino style. So, I think this one is pretty good, especially the upgraded version. I'm not entirely certain, but I remember that to be pretty swole. How much money do we have in case we wanted to spend? I think that's 1,000, and this is 500 or something. Pretty wealthy. Well, anyway, we'll figure that out next time. Let's have a quick look at the skills. For 2, anything we want to buy for 2. Not super invested into Vault Over. I guess, like, this is kind of nice because it allows you to do backstab death blows instead of regular death blows, which is nice. There are some situations where backstab death blows are beneficial to you, but we don't really have any of those just yet. That's not super interesting, so let's not worry about it just now. Could get this so we upgrade, or have access to all of these. That is very expensive, fuck. I want this to be a thing, but I don't think we can afford that anytime soon. Anything over here with the prosthesis? Guess we can start doing some of these just to see where this leads. I don't want the Nitro Slash, and this is pretty expensive, so I'm not sure. But seeing what these are would be nice. But I don't super want any of these too bad. Oh yeah, let's grab this one, the more damage after deflection. There's the double Ichimonji, and then this is the final one, which is particularly good, I think. Flowing water removes out of posture when attacked by an enemy with a sword. Recovers posture upon executing a successful death blow. The Yoshino style also has techniques designed for fighting when greatly outnumbered. After killing an enemy, one must exhale, expelling both regret and reaffirming one's core to regain posture. Much like the flowing waters known by the Yoshino clan, strength should not be met with more force, but instead redirected like the flowing of water. Well, we'll figure that out next time. But I think that's it for skills for now. Right, let's see. What do we do? Right, let's try it, Ollie. Seems like Ollie is doing some Final Fantasy. Haven't done much of that myself, but either way, hope you guys get to enjoy some of that. Twitch, would you please function? Thank you. /raid Ollie. Right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you had fun, despite the sort of stuckness. But I guess if you're watching a like particularly hard mode Sekiro stream, then you're kind of watching for the stuckness or for the slow process of maybe grinding that shit out and becoming better. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. I'm not sure when that's going to be. My schedule is going to be a little bit all over the place for the next couple of days at least. Probably for like a week and a half, but we'll see. Anyway, I stop rambling. Goodbye!